Hey, good morning. I guess the topic this week has been basically being strung along. Had a girl come in who's been in a relationship for like 5 or 6 years with a young man who said he was going to do certain things and they was going to be certain places and he just had to get himself together 5 or 6 years later. When people string you along and you're not feeling it, then maybe it's run its course. When we keep waiting and waiting and waiting, waiting is a disease. It just sucks the joy and the life out of a relationship. I was in a relationship, I want to say for 7 years. And this was mostly my part too. Just being strung along, we gonna do this, just procrastinating, and nothing ever happened. Not so much on his part, but on my part too. And by the end of it, when I realized it, it was 11 years later. And I'm like, ain't nothing happened in 11 years with this situation. So sometimes, like I say, sometimes things have run its course. If you are the one that's sitting there throwing yourself out there and you're not getting any feedback, and I'm not saying this just in romantic relationships, this is in business, it's networking. If you're always the one doing something, putting yourself out there, and you're not getting any reception, the word says it falls on stony ground, some fall by the wayside, all of that. Some people just don't receive you, but they don't want to let go of you because you may be on to something. Anybody who knows me know I don't have the patience for that anymore. When I love hard. When I do anything I do it hard. I throw it out there because I'm the type of person that wants, if it's going to fall, I want it to fall quickly. That way I can pick myself up and go do something else. So for today, inventory your relationships and see if anything is just stagnant. If anything is just being strung along. That's time wasted. Time is something we can't give ourselves back. Only God can give that back to us. And if he decides that he ain't going to give it back, you just wasting your time. That's in relationships. If the relationship is gone stale and y'all still doing the same thing that y'all was doing when you first met, you need to take that into account. Maybe it ain't time for you to be in a relationship. Maybe that person isn't ready for a relationship. Don't hang on. Walk, go do something else. Sometimes absence makes the heart grow fonder. Anybody know me? I have the gift of goodbye. And as soon as I leave, my phone starts blowing up. People be trying, where you go? I'll disappear in a minute. Because I don't have time to be sitting there wasting my life waiting on somebody else to get theirs ready. And that comes from knowing who you are, knowing your own identity, knowing what you want. You got to love yourself first before you love anybody else. I know what my boundaries are, what my limitations are. I know what I'm going to put up with and what I ain't going to put up with. I know what I'm going to give and what I'm not going to give. I know what makes me happy. And that's a point too, you got to be able to make yourself happy. Happiness comes from within, not from outside. If you don't know who you are, you ain't going to find it in nobody else.